but I think the Noosa Tri 13 looks wicked in all its funky colourways. I did it! We got it right! Take 100 or whatever it was, but we got there in the end. Welcome back folks, I'm Lloyd Purvis and this is Run4Adventure. So when this video goes out, I should be recovering from the Serpent Trail 50k, and with a bit of luck, Liga will be lying on the sofa having completed her first ever 100k distance. Hopefully the race weekend went well and we both completed our races. If you're at the Serpent Trail, it'd be great to get some feedback from you guys at home. So how did you find the race weekend? How did your race go? Tell us all the gory details, so get in the comments below. If you're new to the channel and you're enjoying the content that we're producing, then why not subscribe to the channel, come along, join the Run4Adventure family. It's completely free to do, it only takes a second. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when we upload any new content. But let's get back to today's video, and we are back with a comparison video, and we are taking a detailed look at two lightweight, very versatile, neutral training shoes. So we have ASICS Noosa Tri 13 and SAUCONY's Kinvara 12. We've done a detailed, full, in-depth review on both shoes on the channel, so I've left links in the description below if you want to take a look. But I was actually impressed with both shoes when we tested them at Run4Adventure. So let's give you a few facts and figures and let's dive into the video. So both shoes retail in the UK at £120, and I found them both to be true to size with a sort of average width in the toe box. When it comes to offset, the Kinvara runs on a 4mm drop, so we've got 28.5 under your heel, 24.5 under your forefoot. The ASICS shoe slightly higher on a 5mm offset, so we've got 25mm under your heel and 20mm under your forefoot. Down to weight, the ASICS shoe comes in at 242 grams in a men's UK 9.5, and the Kinvara dips under that at 230 grams in the same size. So you can see both shoes, when you take a look at the specs, are very, very similar in construction, and they're also two shoes that are super popular when it comes to triathletes. I spent many years running and racing in the Kinvara back in my triathlon days. Starting off with the two midsoles of the shoes first, and the Kinvara runs off a Power Run midsole from Saucony, and then we've got their nice Power Run Plus top sole that sits underneath that insole, just giving you that nice level of plush cushioning for your slightly longer runs, but still keeping the shoe nice and light and nice responsive when you up the paces on shorter distances. The Noosa Tri 13 utilises ASICS Flight Foam compound in the midsole to give you that nice lightweight, responsive but still cushioned feel. It's also got ASICS glide sole technology to lessen the overall load placed on a runner's lower limb by having this quite aggressive sort of rockered geometry work through that midsole to aid with running efficiency. I personally think both midsoles offer that great balance between comfort, cushioning and performance, but for me the Noosa Tri 13 just about creeps out on top when it comes to the midsole. I think it just offered me that slightly deeper level of cushioning, especially when I was out on the longer runs in the shoe. The Kinvara 12 definitely has a more sort of stripped back feel when we talk about the cushioning in the midsole. Great for those shorter, quicker runs, but towards the end of those slightly longer runs I did in the shoe, I did start to notice that. The other bonus with the Noosa Tri's midsole is that rockered geometry or glide sole technology from ASICS. I've got to be honest, when I first put the shoe on, it does feel quite aggressive and I wasn't sure about it, but as soon as I got used to that geometry, it actually felt really good and I enjoyed it. Feels super efficient when you're bobbing along. So when it comes down to midsole comfort and midsole performance, the ASICS shoe takes it. If we take a quick look at the outsoles of the two shoes, you can see the ASICS shoe has got a lot more blown rubber on the outsole, and we've got a lot of exposed EVA on the Kinvara. Blown rubber, always a bonus for me when it comes to traction, performance and durability. And I think it's even more impressive when you think that the ASICS shoe is only 12 grams heavier than the Kinvara, and blown rubber is quite heavy when it comes to the construction of a running shoe. Don't get me wrong, the Kinvara always holds up to mileage really well, considering there is a lot of exposed EVA, and the level of traction is pretty good from this outsole. We've obviously got these areas on the high wear areas of blown rubber just to give you a bit more durability, but personally for me, I like to have a bit of extra rubber when it comes to the outsole of my running shoes. Moving on to the uppers of the two shoes, and this is probably where they differ the most. So they're both constructed using a nice lightweight engineered breathable mesh fabric, but the Saucony shoe is a little bit more stripped back in construction. So we've got a much thinner gusseted tongue in the shoe, we've got a good level of padding around that ankle collar and in the heel cup, and then on the outside of that upper we've got some structural overlays just to give you a bit more support and extra durability. Whereas the Noosa Tri 13 just feels a bit plusher on the foot, so you still get that gusseted tongue in the upper, gives you a nice midfoot hold and lockdown, but the tongue is more substantial, so there's more padding in the tongue, more padding around that ankle collar and in the heel cup. The construction of the upper is like a two-layer system, and you've got this very soft internal fabric in that upper. Great if you're going to be running the shoe sockless, barefooted, which again a lot of triathletes look for. Even though that construction is two-layered, the shoe still remains nice and breathable. A lot of that comes down to the clever perforations worked into the toe box in the upper and in that padded tongue in the shoe. Keeps it nice and light and airy when you're out running. And we have to talk about the clever features and the attention to detail in this shoe. So you've got a nice sort of heel loop there, very substantial, and you've got some really nice sort of rubber grippers on the tongue of the shoe. Great little feature. It's going to make it easier to get in your shoes quickly when you're doing triathlon and you're in transition. And then last but not least, my favorite little feature is the matching elastic laces that come with the shoe. We all know how much a triathlete loves elastic laces, so this is brilliant attention to detail from ASICS, and you can tell whoever designed the Noosa Tri 13 has put a lot of love, care and attention into it. As far as looks and colourways go, I think both shoes look wicked. We all know I love a bright and colourful running shoe, and these are definitely bright and colourful running shoes. They're the types of shoes that when I laced them up and went out running, they put a big smile on my face, and that's how a running shoe should make us feel. I think the Kinvara 12 in this future black colourway, it really suits this shoe, and I personally think it's one of the best looking shoes in Saucony's range. Kind of reminds me of a sort of 1980s roller disco. Now, I know with the ASICS shoe, it is a little bit Marmite when it comes to the colourway. You either love it or hate it, but I think the Noosa Tri 13 looks wicked in all its funky colourways. So wrapping up this comparison video with a quick conclusion, I personally think that both these shoes make great lightweight, versatile training shoes that will cross over to all aspects of your running, but they'll also double up as a nice, comfortable race day shoe. If you're the type of runner that likes that lightweight, stripped back, connected, responsive feel from your training shoes, then I would say the Kinvara 12 is probably the shoe for you. But personally for me, I think the Tri Noosa 13 just about creeps out on top for me. That extra depth of cushioning, that very comfortable, breathable upper, and that brilliant rockered, efficient geometry worked into that midsole literally makes this shoe a shoe that will do every aspect of your running, and it will do it extremely well. And last but not least, if you are a triathlete looking for a daily training shoe, you like colourful shoes, but you also want it to cross over to race day, whether you're racing sprint triathlon or all the way up to Ironman triathlon, then I would look no further. With all these great little handy triathlon features worked into the shoe, I personally think the Noosa Tri 13 is a no-brainer. So there you have it. That is a wrap on another comparison video at Run4Adventure. Really hope you enjoyed it, folks. Hope you found it helpful. If you did, give that like button a smash, and why not subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like I said before, it's completely free to do. It only takes a second, but don't forget to hit that bell icon so you'll be notified when we upload any new content. I've left links below for both shoes, so if you want to find out any more about the Noosa Tri or the Kinvara 12, or about ASICS and Saucony as a running brand, please click that link and do so. And as always, we want your involvement, guys. Have you been running in either of these shoes? How do you find the performance on them? Or have you run in both the shoes, and do you think the Noosa Tri slightly outweighs the Kinvara 12? Let us know in the comments below. Also, Also, you can follow us on our other social media platforms, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, or Strava. Just a quick update when it comes down to the exclusive pre-ordered Run4Adventure technical apparel. There was a slight hold up in production. We've had a few viewers sort of email us and ask us where the orders are. They are heading our way very soon. We've got everything in place when it comes to shipping them out to you guys. So as soon as we got them, we're gonna get them straight in the post so you get them as soon as possible. But for now, guys, thanks for watching. It's always appreciated. We will see you back at the channel very soon. And as always, stay safe and keep on running.